Welcome to another episode of Loving and Learning with Mr. Hale. Today we're going to take a look at data, understanding how to manipulate data, and looking at different types of graphs. So this first video, we're just going to look at this type of graph. So what is the data we see? Well, there's 3 children, Sophia, Charles, and Lily, and they each decided to make cookies and sell cookies. So what I want you to do, parents, is to help your child create this graph and answer these 2 questions. 1, who sold the most cookies? 2, who sold the least cookies? And while you guys are working on that, I'll play a little music. Okay, here we go. First thing you need to do when you see graphs and you're manipulating data or working on graphs, you need to count and label. I don't want you to ever have to recount. So the first thing I'm gonna do is count and label. So I'm gonna look up here and start with Sophia. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now I'm gonna label that. So I know that Sophia has 9. I don't have to keep thinking about what Sophia has. She has 9. Then I'm gonna go to Charles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Charles has 4. Then I'm gonna come to Lily. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Lily has 7. Now that I can see my data clearly, then I can go and answer these baby problems. Who sold the most? Most meaning the greatest, big. So let me look. Well, 9 is closer to 10, 4 is closer to 0, and 7 is closer to 10, but it's not as close as 9. So, Sophia is the correct answer. Sophia sold the most. Next question was, who sold the least? Least meaning little, it's a pump down number. That means it's the number that's closest to 0. Well, we've already established that 7 is close to 10, 9 is close to 10. 4 is the least, it's the smallest number. So 4 is Charles. So the correct answer for number 1 was Sophia. The correct answer for number 2 was Charles. All right, now we're gonna move into two more complex problems. So it's gonna be a little bit harder, but it's a small thing to a giant. You guys are giants. This is things that we went over. So at this point, you're gonna teach your parents how to do some of these harder problems. So it's gonna be a wonderful experience. We're living and learning. We're still dealing with this same chart or same graph. We've already labeled and we already have established that Sophia has 9 cookies that she sold. Charles sold 4. Lily sold 7. Now, the first question you need to answer is how many more cookies did Sophia sell than Charles? And after you figure that out, you need to figure out how many cookies were sold in total. So I'm gonna play 2 of my little jams for you guys. They're a minute and a half a piece. And when I come back, I'm gonna show you exactly what you should have had. But it's a small thing to a giant, and I'm sure you guys got the correct answers. All right, so work with your parents. Let's go. And we are back. So the first problem that you had to attack was how many more cookies did Sophia sell than Charles? So the first thing we're going to do, like we normally would, is underline our math vocabulary. How many more? Not 100% of the time, but most of the time that signifies that we're doing subtraction. So what 2 numbers or add-ins are we dealing with? Well, we're dealing with Sophia, who had 9, and Charles, who had 4. So what is 9 minus 4? Well, circle 4. It's in our mind bank. Let's hit it at 4. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we stop at our stop sign number. We look at our hands. The answer is 5. Sophia sold 5 more cookies than Charles. So I'm going to erase that 4 just because I don't want you guys to get confused. So your number sentence should be 9 minus 4 gave you 5. Excellent job. It's a small thing to a giant. I'm sure you got the right answer. Now, this one. How many cookies were sold in total? Well, total means everything. You're combining 2 or more groups to give you everything. So you're adding. So we always do our number sentence with the big number in front. Then I would do the next biggest number. Plus 7. And we know that the 4 is going to be over here for another number sentence. So circle 9. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 9, that was ugly. Let me do it again. Had the marker in my hand. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 9 plus 7 equals 16. And now we're going to add 4 to 16. So circle 16. 16 plus 4 more. Let's hit it at 16. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So we'll do a big 20. So how many cookies were sold in total? 20 cookies. So thank you so much for working with me. We're going to be going hard all summer long. Operation Can't Stop, Won't Stop. I do have some technology for you guys to keep. So we'll be handing those out soon at the same place we handed out the other materials I gave you. Keep praying. We're extremely blessed that we have a community of care of people that want to help us with our journey of working hard all summer, who have provided technology for us. So I'll be contacting you guys about that shortly. All right, so let's work on understanding graphs better, understanding data. You can make different graphs and do different charts and manipulate data and manipulate things in your house. Maybe you make a graph of the different types of canned foods you have at your house. You can make this interesting and do a lot of different things. But until next time, I love you guys. Peace.